Alright, moving into what could be the deciding game, if eOnzErG can pull it off, of Eastern Europe, or sorry, not Eastern Europe, but the other Europes, Central Europe and Western Europe. In the bottom left, we have the red Terran Skzlime of Central Europe. And that is 7 o'clock. And in the top right, as the brown Zerg, is eOnzErG of Western Europe. And that is 1 o'clock? We're going to call that 1 o'clock. Set the score correct. Dude, Skzlime's selling himself short? Okay, I will admit, Skzlime is selling himself short in the chat. I'm going to admit, I think more highly of Skzlime than most other people do. Because Skzlime is like, what, a B+ player? I think he's like B+. But I think that he is so underrated by everybody else, and I think that he is really talented. And TVZ is eOnzErG's worst matchup by far. By far is this eOnzErG's worst matchup. So I really favor Skzlime here. Skzlime just needs to not die to 2-hash Mutalisk Gling all-in. That's all he needs to do. Just don't die to that, and he'll be fine. I say that because you have like a 35% win rate, man. eOnzErG's in the chat. You just do. You have like a 70% win rate versus the other two races, and a 30% win rate versus Terran. I know you may like it, but the numbers don't lie on this one, man. I'm sorry. It's bad luck. You have like over 300 games. We're past luck at that point. You have like more games than nearly everyone else. I think there's like 5 people who have played more games than eOnzErG in the past 2 years. And 4 in Brood War, anyway. Not counting practice games, obviously. Alright. So Skzlime's gonna go mech. Could be air, but could be air or ground mech, but either way, strong options on match point. Match point, we do often see players like to go for wraiths, like to go for drops, like to go for just tank play. Oh, fuck. Skzlime! Skzlime! I just assumed you knew how to wall! Apparently I have made a grave mistake in hyping you up. Oh god, Skzlime. I feel so embarrassed right now. Skzlime, you are embarrassing me. Skzlime, you are like my son, and I took you to the supermarket, and you just took off your pants and started peeing on the bananas. That is what you just did right here to me, Skzlime. While I was simultaneously talking about how you were the smartest of all the kindergartners. You peed on the bananas, Skzlime. Please stop peeing on bananas, man. Oh, Skzlime. Okay. Okay, as embarrassing as that was, and as much as I made a thing out of it, he didn't take that much damage. Because eOnzErG didn't make any lings, because eOnzErG assumed Skzlime could wall. Alright. Okay, so eOnzErG's not going to go 2-hatch Mutabust, he's going to go 2-hatch Hydra Bust. Excuse me. Different all-in, but an all-in all the same. Alright. And... oh, Skzlime... I thought Skzlime was going to go for drops. I thought he was going to go for drops. Instead, he's going to go for wraiths. Which, unfortunately, is going to be really hard countered by eOnzErG going for early Hydralisks. And lots of early Hydralisks. Like, this may be the absolute worst thing Skzlime could be doing. He doesn't know it, and if he knew eOnzErG had that many Hydralisks, I really doubt he would be going... He'd be going Vulture Wraith, but... Oh, man. This is gonna be hard. This is going to be really hard for Skzlime. Oh, maybe not. Maybe eOnzErG will throw away all of his Hydralisks! Okay! Could not have hoped for a better start right there. Throwing away 4 Hydralisks to mines. Okay. Okay. Okay, they're going slowly. eOnzErG could not... Oh! Oh, yes! I'm sorry, I should be more unbiased, but... After hyping up Skzlime that much, oh man. eOnzErG, you saw how slowly he was inching? And yet he still got hit for 1. Oh man, clutch mines. Absolutely clutch mines. And maybe Skzlime has a chance. Maybe Skzlime has a chance right now. He's got vultures. Alright. So, hatchery and evolution chamber to block out the vultures. I really doubt he's going to be going for upgrades this early. He really does not have very high supply right now. But man, he's going to be losing a lot of overlords here. I'm surprised after eOnzErG saw the first Wraith, he didn't just pull everything back. On the other hand, he did want to keep Wraiths out on the map to scout for mines, and he was assuming the Hydralisks would do a little bit better at not dying, so that he could use it to kill the Wraiths. But either way, whatever his rationale was for not pulling the Overlords back, it's not working out for him right now. This Wraith has 3 kills. And it's only 1 shot away from death. Wraiths have no armor, so needs should be probably pretty careful with that. Really, for no other reason than just so he can pick off Overlords. If he can do nothing else with it. Picking off Overlords is quite nice. Alright. And we have a Spire coming in from eOnzErG. What is Skzlime transitioning into? I don't know yet. He's keeping his option open. He has 1 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're going back into bio. Switching back into bio. Now, it's probably gonna work out for him here because he's going. If eOnzErG wants to go Mutalisks, the bio is going to be the only anti-air. It's not as if he went Valk, and ooh, here we go. Here's the drop. Do we have mines on any of these vultures? Could be nice. No, we don't. But that's fine. Let's see how many drones we can pick off. That's 3 drones? That's 4 drones. I wonder if Skzlime made a mistake not picking off that Hydralisk. The vultures do 10 damage a shot versus Hydralisks. So it might have been worth it. Might have been worth it to just focus down that one with the vultures. It would have taken 3 rounds total from all 3 of them. And then he wouldn't have taken so much damage when he was trying to pursue drones. It does give the drones a chance to run away. I don't know. I don't know if it would have ended up him getting more. Still, whichever one was quote-unquote optimal, 4 drone kills with 3 vultures, that's nice. It's nice, nothing to complain about right there. We do have a science vessel out, not enough energy, and I doubt Irradiate's even researched at this point. No, still needs a little bit more time here. Once that comes out, though, it should be pretty good at stuffing eOnzErG's... Wow, I guess he doesn't even need it. eOnzErG's Mutalisks, forced to back off. Whoa. Wow. Okay. It just occurred to me that I was talking about how Western Europe could make a comeback, and then talking about how good Skzlime was. Skzlime's not on Western Europe. Skzlime's on Central Europe. That's reasons why Western Europe can't make a comeback. Oh man. It occurred to me that it was me who was peeing in the bananas all along. Wow. Cool move from eOnzErG. He was, like, erasing the SCVs? It looked like he was erasing the SCVs. It looked like he was purposely trying to. And not, that wasn't just erratic movement. Huh. Alright. So we got 2 science vessels. Interesting move from Skzlime. Going for a very early energy upgrade. A very early energy upgrade for the science vessels. When at this supply, he could be using his gas on so many other things. But I guess it's just going to make him super strong versus the Mutalisks? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the gas being used in that way. Oh well. Alright. Sure, no problem. Irradiate. There we go. Radiate makes a little cloud, and it does damage around this quick to any quote-unquote biological unit. And biological units are every Zerg unit, Zealots, both types of Templar, and Terran infantry, and SCVs. So any unit that is near the cloud, or actually targeted with the Irradiate, loses damage at a pretty quick rate. It's like 6 or... It might... I don't know if it's 6... I think it averages out to be about 8 a second. And it lasts for a total of like 250 damage throughout the entire stay, or until the unit dies. Once the unit dies, the Irradiate Cloud just goes away. So, if he was splitting out his Mutalisk, he wouldn't be eating a lot of damage and would not have lost his entire Mutalisk pack like that. But instead, the entire pack died to one Irradiate. Oh. That's pretty bad, eOnzErG. Oh, man. Alright. So this is bad. No more Mutalisks means that engaging this is pretty difficult. You kind of have to do it with whatever ground stuff he has at the moment, which isn't a whole lot. Lurker Hydra? I don't know, there aren't that many tanks. Maybe? Maybe can work? Alright, well there goes a Mutalisk. The Marines are moving up, but this might be the perfect time for the Marines to move up, at least for eOnzErG it is, as the Hydras are going to be able to get back here and attack the tanks. Skzlime was only moving up because he thought his tanks were super safe. Instead, he's going to lose. Oh, this Irradiate! This Irradiate is hurting his own Marines so much right now and not even damaging the egg! Eggs are not hurt by Irradiate! Oh, man! I think that it was an Irradiate on a Hydralisk, and then the Hydralisk morphed into the Lurker. So it wasn't Skzlime just doing that, but it turned out that, oh, eOnzErG really turned that in his favor. Marines running deeper into the main. They obviously are not going to win this battle, but they can take out some Overlords. They can take out some drones. They should be able to take out some more. Stim Marines do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. Start doing more damage. Oh, well, we're just playing Ring Around the Zerg main, I guess. Alright, and there we go. Taken out. Science Vessel will get out of there. I don't know. Big losses on both sides. Big losses on both sides. But I still think that that's an okay... I think that's an okay loss for eOnzErG. To not lose very much of his army and to sacrifice economy when he's on 4 bases but only 82 supply? I think that's fine for him. I think he's okay with that kind of engagement. Where Skzlime really does need to do... He did economic damage, but he needs to do more economic damage. Like, 4 base versus 2 base isn't the best. He should be expanding pretty soon, though. And it looks like he's gearing up for it. Dropship coming in. There are a couple of lurkers here. And wow, no, there is nothing that's going to happen here. Dropship taking a couple shots. There's one Mutalisk in pursuit, but if he just drops the... Wow, is he going to run into them again? Yeah, he just needs to drop a couple Marines and the Mutalisk will fly away. But the Hydralisks... Oh, fine, barely getting it. Yeah, if he had just dropped him here instead of up here, everything would have been fine. Alright. Yes. Bakuyu knows. Bakuyu. SC2 dude, trust Bakuyu whenever he says something. Bakuyu does not lie, unless it is about whether Terran can wall in on positions. Then he's a dirty liar, because he wants to kill you with a 9 pool sometime in the future. Alright, so this... It's a lot of science vessels, and the science vessels have a lot of energy, but there is no tank support, so I don't think they can really win any engagements. Yeah, he should still be producing tanks. He is. Man, this is like... Okay, he's now throwing down another factory, but he was on 2 starports, 1 factory. When's the last time you saw that? Unless it was 2-port Wraith. But like, 2-port science vessel, 1 factory for tanks. You just almost never see that anymore. It's not SK Terran, but it's approaching it at least. Ooh, and an armory going down. Ooh, okay, we're throwing down 2 factories? Are we switching into mech now? We're going for the air to mech to bio to science vessel to mech transition? Okay. I think I could get into the air to mech to bio to science vessel to mech transition. You know, I'm just kidding, Bakuyu. Yeah, here comes some Hydralisks. That's a lot of Hydralisks and not enough siege tanks. Well, I may have underestimated the oh no, I didn't underestimate the Marines. I did not underestimate the Marines. They are quite as strong as I thought they were. And, alright, dematrixing both of the siege tanks. It's gonna keep them alive. Ooh, it's gonna keep one of them alive? Can it keep the second one? Yes, it will! That's what happens when you have double starports, energy upgrade science vessels, I guess. You can be pretty liberal with your dematrixes. Man. Okay. What an odd game. We have eOnzErG. eOnzErG is commanding here. He has Vion Hive at this point. He has a hive. I don't know what kind of hive tech he has. Oh. Dang it, I just missed the dropship. Oh well. Skzlime was going for double drops. It's gonna become single drops. The Scourge coming in, managing to pick off one of the Marines that was still in the dropship. Yeah, didn't work out. eOnzErG, he doesn't have his army far enough out on the map for the drops to be really effective. He's playing it rather defensively, considering the position he's in. So, lifting off the double E base. What upgrades do we have on the Marines? We have 3-3, okay. I guess he doesn't need E-base anymore. That's fine. Float him out. God, he's not transitioning into mech. I thought he was, but he's not. He just wants more siege tanks. Or maybe he is? I don't know. I saw him get the armory and then throw down 2 more factories. I assumed it was just a mech transition, but it's not committing to the mech transition. He has 3-3 bio. It's like the way Terran was played. It's like quote-unquote standard Terran? Like, this is standard Terran that isn't standard anymore because nobody ever does this, but it's... Huh. I don't know, this is what Terran looked like right after SK Terran was done. Nobody liked that anymore. And so... It's a lot of tanks. It's now very bio-light and tank-heavy, where it was just the opposite in the last battle. Engineering Bay going to die, but it sees the army. eOnzErG's still on a Hydralisk army, and this is going to be horrible. This is going to be absolutely brutal when eOnzErG decides to attack this. Oh man, it's going to be a joy to watch if you are not a Zerg player. As long as you're not a Zerg player, it's going to be really fun to watch all those Hydralisks die. Slowly but surely working his way up. Oh, here come the Lings. Here comes the Defiler. Where's the Swarm? Where's the Swarm? Swarm goes down. Is it too late? The siege tanks, some of them are unsieging. The other ones are sieging farther back. The siege tanks, it doesn't matter that there's a Swarm there. Oh, but a second. No, it's too much. It's too much siege tank fire, I think. I thought they'd be killing them a lot faster than this, to be perfectly honest. I mean, they're still going down, but... man. Man, I guess that has to do something with the upgrade. No, not really, because it's not big armor upgrades. It's... oh, man. I guess the Swarm. The Swarm really did help there. Probably also has something to do with the high ground. I'm guessing the high ground played a factor in that. Alright, so we have Hive Tech for eOnzErG, Nidus Canal, Nidus Canal and Ultralisk Cavern. But we have a M&M army coming down to attack. Coming down to attack this base. Can obviously get units out with the Nidus Canal, or he could have tried to attack from this side, but I don't think he's going to be able to. There's only one medic here. Only a single medic? Looks like he's evacuating units rather than using them to attack. Except for that lurker. That lurker forgot that it needs to burrow to be able to hit things. So it is sad. Oh man, this is just a sad sight when two Lings are able to beat two tanks because of siege mode. Alright. So going in for the attack, we did D-Matrix on one of the Marines. And no, it doesn't get to live. Survived for quite a while though. Oh, dang, that lurker is living through a lot right now. There are not a lot of Marines left to deal with this, but gonna be enough to clean up this base. Entire base goes down. Although these Lings are probably gonna kill the Marines, meaning that every Marine that walked in here died. It's kind of sad. Just kind of sad. Rescue attempt coming. Should try to clear up these last units. Not going to be quite enough, but doing big damage to Skzlime. Alright. Oh, double drop? That was a double drop. Yeah. Double drop coming in. It could have been a triple drop, I guess. But double drop. That's going to do some damage. That is going to do some damage. Where are the units to come and fight this? There's not a lot. Oh dear. eOnzErG. eOnzErG. He better have a great response here. His response is cracklings. Are cracklings enough? Not really. There's so many Marines here. They couldn't just pick it off and, oh, at least we'll keep the Hive alive. Can keep the Hive alive and place down, I assume, some... No. He lost... He has no buildings. Like, he has 2 Evo chambers, and that's the only buildings he has. He cannot make a single... He can make drones and overlords. That is all he can make right now. He has no spawning pool, no Defiler Mound, no Hydralisk Den, no Ultralisk Cavern, no Queen's Nest, I guess. No Spire. He can make drones and overlords right now. Alright, and it looks like another double drop, this time bringing a tank along. Skzlime's only on 2 bases, and one of them's almost mined out. Like, if eOnzErG can somehow live, there might be a way for him back into this game. Maybe. Yeah, but it's a hell of an uphill fight to try to know. Oh, he took out both of the. Ooh, that's that kind of things you need. If you want to make a comeback, killing off 2 fully loaded dropships is pretty nice. Wow, eOnzErG's just going for it. It does not matter that his opponent has 3 times the supply of him. He is just going to go in because Swarm is really good. Swarm. Oh man, Swarm is really good. Defiler dies. Okay. So these Marines remember that they in fact are alive and not dead. So they moved out of the corner and took out that base. Good stuff. eOnzErG is also on 2 bases, having lost this base and lost this base. Still just trying to pick off the... Oh, Lurker died. Still just trying to pick out that Lurker. So 2 base versus 2 base, where both of their mineral onlys are almost gone. Getting pretty close. This one has less than half, more than a third left. And this one, oh wow, this one's almost gone too. Less than a third. Significantly less than a third, in fact. eOnzErG is going to actually run out of money first. Crackling's coming in, and... Ooh, that is some cost-efficient attacking right there from eOnzErG. Is he... Wow, there's just not a lot to defend this base, actually. But no, it's still... with such a small army, eOnzErG needs everything to go absolutely perfectly, and even though that attack was overall great for him, it's not enough. Alright. So here comes Skzlime, taking out eOnzErG's best base here. So now eOnzErG... Yeah, there's only... maybe 2,000? Probably more like 1.5k? No, not even that. Maybe 1,000 minerals here. Okay, so like 1.5k. Like 1.5k from this base, and then eOnzErG's out. He does have pretty high excess of minerals, which is kind of nice. Hydralisks and Lings going in, trying to pick off very well-positioned siege tanks. Yeah, that didn't work. Alright. Well, one Ling, a single Ling was able to completely deny mining at top left. So that's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. How much we got here? We got 200, 300, 350, 500, 850. 850 minerals left. He could also mine these. That's another 16. Oh, okay, we're coming back to mine the main minerals. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. This patch has over 500 minerals. You realize how many Zerglings is 500 minerals? eOnzErG, he is so wealthy right now. It's all good. Alright. Yeah. So, looks like eOnzErG is going to throw away his Hydralisks again. Ooh. Only managed to mind drag that Marine. Yeah, okay. eOnzErG, it was kind of cute when you were trying to play from 1/3 of the supply, like 5 minutes ago. Now it's time to leave the game. Oh, but not before. Oh, I want to see run into those mines. You can run into these mines, but significantly less awesome because the units are less clumped up. Alright. So, Hydralisks, looking to deny mining from this base. Can they do it? Can they actually make that happen? Maybe? Maybe? No, not quite. D-Matrix is too strong. Too strong for the Hydralisks. So, let's get another count of how many minerals there are. There are 150. Plus 16. Plus 350, plus 60. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, and he has less than 100 in the bank. Okay. So, eOnzErG is gonna... Oh. Alright. There we go. GG. Yet again! 5 for 5! Central Europe takes game number 1. Not a good start. Okay. So, going in to game number 2. In the top position, it is indeed Outlier. In the top position is the blue Terran, is Skzlime. That's 12 o'clock. And in the bottom left, eOnzErG, that is, you can call that 8 o'clock, is eOnzErG. Don't know to change much of my overlays, so that's nice. I wonder if I put this as all lowercase, can I get the entire name on there? Indeed I can! eOnzErG is not going to be fun capitalized today, so that I can have the Western Europe tag. For the record, eOnzErG in the chat is LM eOnzErG, I'm pretty sure. Whatever it actually is. Let's just say it's LM eOnzErG, which every time I read as LemonZerg, because that is LemonZerg, but just switch the M and the E. They're right next to each other. Just flip those two around, and he's the LemonZerg. So I always think of eOnzErG as LemonZerg. You are all also invited to think of him as LemonZerg. I don't know if he likes lemons, but his name sure looks like lemons when he was part of Team LM. Alright, the map, as they said earlier, is Outlier, which is pretty bad map for Terran. Pretty good map for Allins. What Allin does eOnzErG want to do? I don't know. I don't know, we're gonna find out. Oh. Apparently it's not an L, it's a capital I. But really, that's an L. That's an L. That's LemonZerg. Look at that. Just L-E-M-O-N-Z here. Zerg. Nah, it's LemonZerg. Alright. So, that's not a type wall. Absolutely not, but it might just be bulky enough to let 3 lanes in. And immediately lose all the Marines. God damn it, Skzlime. Skzlime. Oh, Skzlime. Not again. Not again. It doesn't look like eOnzErG's bringing in any more guys, which is nice, but the damage is already done, and more damage is continuing to be done. Oh, Marine's trying to micro. Alright. Skzlime. Okay. Okay. Because I'm a fan of tortured analogies. So Skzlime's still peeing on the bananas over here. But this time, it's like he's in the forest. He's like in the tropical jungle, and he's on like a safari, and he needs to just go take a leak. So he went behind. So he's going to go take a pee over a cliff, but he's taking a pee over a cliff onto a bunch of banana trees, and it's like you're still peeing on the bananas, but given the situation, it's kind of understandable that you're peeing on bananas. We'd really appreciate it if you didn't pee on the bananas, because we might go eat those when we hike down the cliff, but you know, stuff's gonna happen. It's outlier. And or cliffs in the tropical rainforest. Alright. So, Skzlime, everything's just going to be a little bit slower for Skzlime. It's going to take him a little bit longer to have a reasonable army, because of how many Marines he lost early. Excuse me. And he lost a little bit of economy. So that's just going to slow everything else down behind that. eOnzErG, what is eOnzErG doing? It's 2 Mutalisk! I'm so surprised! eOnzErG literally does 2 Mutalisk more than Cole does. Alright. Anyway, 2 Mutalisk is a really nice follow-up. If you damage their economy like that, then your 2 Mutalisk is hitting against a lower number of Marines, and against, a delayed, research timing. So, while range will finish while your Mutalisks are in there, you can't end the game before range finishes, but it makes it so that it's a longer amount of time before range finishes, and that's nice. Dude, Largo, you were busy casting your own thing. You completely missed the whole banana story. It's fine. It's fine. Catch the VODs, and then you'll understand peeing on bananas. Largo doesn't pee on bananas, man. He understands how to wall tightly. At least I think he does. I don't specifically remember anybody doing a run-by against Largo. Alright. So, Mutalisks are out, and Marines do not have range. How much longer till range is done? A little while longer. We still have a little ways to go. Yeah. Okay. Skzlime's not going to be able to attack this. Sunkens plus Mutalisk reinforcement is certainly too big. But he doesn't necessarily want to run away either. The distraction force. If you got guys here, you're not allowing eOnzErG to attack you, and you're allowing yourself to get up some nice upgrades, some nice defenses for whenever Mutalisks do come. And I mean, it's 2 Mutalisk. Oh wow, it's 2 Mutalisk with a +1 attack upgrade. eOnzErG committing hard to the 2 Mutalisk. Definitely needs to get something out of it. Alright, there we go. This is normally not the best idea to be engaging Marines just head-on like that. Even in smaller numbers, sometimes it's not the best idea. In this case, absolutely the best thing. Because you gotta do something with the Mutalisks. You gotta be aggressive. And if it's gonna cost you some Mutalisks along the way, it's gonna cost you some Mutalisks. It's the way the game's played. It was a good idea for him to just man up and to kill it off. Instead of trying to eventually pick them all off. He did do a little bit of picking off, but I think he had the right ratio there of picking off to murdering. Alright, so lifting up the barracks in the engineering bay, putting them in a safer location, and oh man, these Mutalisks are going to sit there. No, there we go. Now they're going to... No, they're still not going to snipe the academy. They keep trying to snipe the Academy, and then get distracted by other things. There we go. Okay, Academy sniped. Boom. No more medics. And there was not a medic on the way, so that's quite nice. Not gonna... obviously not going to stop any important upgrades from finishing, which is a little bit unfortunate, but... Alright. Oh, can he? Apparently he can. Hitting at just that perfect range to not have to deal with the bunker. And still hit the racks, but not worth a Mulus time, and they pull back now. So, Mutalisk going in for more kills, and that is going to be pretty easy targets for them. Not having to eat too many shots. Not having to eat too many shots as they pick up the SCVs. And delaying that Academy even longer. Would have been nice if they continued it, but still, delaying it however long you can is nice. And you can see Skzlime, he immediately made 2 medics, because he's very short on the medic count right now. Trying to make a factory? Nope, gonna get cancelled. And this is progressively getting worse for Skzlime. Is +1 attack done? Oh, +1 attack is done. Oh, we have a lurker follow-up. Because what goes better with... Oh, it's not 2-hatch anymore. Okay. Okay, so it's not 2-hatch Mutalisk into 2-hatch lurker. It's 2-hatch Mutalisk into 3-hatch lurker hive. You know, for the Guardians? I guess. I don't think it's gonna matter. I kinda don't expect Skzlime to live beyond lurkers. Alright. 5 lurkers. 1 of them will be killed, fairly. Barely. Yeah, and those lurkers are just going to be able to take out everything in the natural. Marines cannot pursue the Mutalisks now, as well as they want to. Losing a couple of Mutalisks here, a little bit unfortunate, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Skzlime GG's. eOnzErG ties it up 1-1. And again, eOnzErG needs to win. If eOnzErG loses his next game, Western Europe's season is over. Alright, game 3, Sniper Ridge. Okay. So, in the bottom right is eOnzErG as the Brown Terran. eOnzErG. eOnzErG is the Brown Terran. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. eOnzErG. X, Control V, and in the bottom left we have Skzlime. He's the Orange Terran. And it is 5 o'clock versus 7 o'clock. Alright. Alright. So, now, match point should be a tight wall. I don't know why that wasn't a tight wall, but should be a tight wall. Jade, really hard to wall on, so understandable that it was not a tight wall. Sniper's Ridge, though, like, it's pretty much the same as Fighting Spirit. You should be able to wall this. He's not going to. Alright. not going to wall. I don't know why you wouldn't wall, but I guess it's going to work out because eOnzErG went 12 hatch. Alright. Alright. I got really excited about this new monitor because I thought I would be able to people who use windowed mode know this, but there's a mode for windowed mode where excuse me, the window grows a lot. Because normally it's fixed at 400 by 600, or about 400 by about 600. But when you get into a game, it'll grow up really big. And I thought I could cast from that. But these overlays don't work when you cast like that. Because they're fixed in position, so they'll just like stay out and hang out in the middle of the map, and it's terrible. It doesn't work. So a little bit annoyed by that, but maybe I'll be able to use a big screen because everything's really small. Having to cast from windowed mode. Because like the Twitch TV screen is bigger than the screen I am casting from. It's a little bit unfortunate for me, but what are you gonna do? Alright. So, Skzlime, he's thrown down the fast command center, and now getting his second racks. So it looks like 2 racks Academy again, but doing it after a pretty fast expo. I assume he's doing that reactionary after scouting that that eOnzErG went 12 pool, 12 hatch, went 12 hatch. After scouting that eOnzErG went 12 hatch, he knew that he'd be able to get away with the safe expo, and if you can get away with the safe expo, why not? It's not as if he was going to be attacking anything in the immediate future. Alright, and here come eOnzErG's Lings for the first attack. Oh, Skzlime? Skzlime? Okay, this is working out. This is kind of working out. This is not working out. No! No, we're good. We're good, everything's fine. Okay, we didn't die. Did not die, and that better be a bunker. Indeed it is. Okay, more Lings are coming in. We still have 3 Marines. 3 Marines, is that going to be enough? Running back to the ramp, trying to stop them from getting up the ramp, trying to get the Marines in good position. No, Skzlime! Skzlime! Oh, Skzlime. Look at how close that thing is to finishing. You just had to pee in the bananas, didn't you? Just had to pee in the bananas. Like, that one wasn't even like I'm gonna set up a wall. That one's like, I don't even know. I don't know, that's like, I don't know, it's like peeing in bananas, Skzlime. Skzlime. Alright. So, Western Europe brings it 2-3. 2-3, and I do need a little